All right, I'm going to attempt to do a couple of problems here for you all. It's going to be a little messy because I'm going to be drawing with my laptop, so I'm going to be drawing with my trackpad on MS Paint. So it's not going to be beautiful, but I'm going to try. All right, so going through different bonds, we're going to start with number 4 because why not? Number 4. So this is an ionic bond because we have a metal plus, it's already kind of messy, plus a non-metal. So we have a metal and a non-metal. All right, so in an ionic bond, what the first thing we have to do is we have to draw a Lewis dot diagram. Potassium has 1 valence electron. Fluorine has 7 valence electrons. In an ionic bond, we have the electrons being given away. So that metal atom gives its electron to the nonmetal atom, to fluorine. That creates a positive potassium atom because that atom, potassium, now has 1 less electron. And it creates a negative fluorine atom because fluorine now has 1 extra electron. But the way you can write it is just plain old KF. I'm going to use my finger to draw here as well. All right, so that's an ionic bond. So this is ionic. Handwriting's fantastic on here. All right, so let's go to another ionic problem here. We have calcium plus 2 bromide. So I'm going to draw with my finger again. So what we need to do first is draw this out all the way. We're going to write calcium plus 1 bromine plus another bromine. So that makes 2 there, right? So we got 2 bromine because in the problem we had 2. Next, we have to draw the valence electrons. So calcium has 2. Bromine has 7. We draw those 7 in. Beautiful. Now that we've drawn in our valence electrons, we need to give away electrons to make a full outer shell. Remember, a full outer shell means 8 electrons. So calcium gives away 1 electron. Boom, like that. So now bromine is full, and then calcium gives away its other electron over here to make this bromine full. All right? So that makes both bromines full. So what that gives us is calcium 2 plus. Sorry guys, let me erase that real quick. That was messy. It gives us calcium 2 plus, and it gives us a negative bromine and a negative bromine. All right, so I'm writing those charges up there just to help you understand why they're sticking together. On the test, you do not have to write these negative charges. All you have to write is calcium, bromine, and then a little 2 here. This is all you really need to write. This is all you need to write. This is the answer right there. Look at that beautiful thing. That's the answer. That's all you need to write. That calcium and bromine have come together. There is 2 bromine here, which is why there's a 2 right there. This is another ionic bond because we have a metal plus a non-metal. All right, so this is ionic. Boop. Okay, so let's go on to something not ionic. Here we have silicon plus oxygen. So this is a non-metal plus a non-metal. That means it's covalent. And in covalent bonds, we share electrons. All right, so we need to start out by writing the symbols. We have Si and 2 oxygen. Boom, done. So now we need to draw intersecting circles for all the atoms. Done. Now we need to draw electrons for all of them. And we need to draw the valence electrons. So oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have silicon has 4, 1, 2, 3. Sorry guys, this is messy. 4. And then again, oxygen has 6. I'm going to draw it with my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we drew the valence electrons, but we need to have them share. So let's start with right here. We got to get oxygen happy. Oxygen only has 6 right now. It needs 8. So in order to do that in a covalent bond, electrons have to be shared. So what's going to happen is we're going to have oxygen is going to share 1. I'm going to erase that. And silicon is going to share 1. So I've erased these two here, but they're going to come back right in the middle because they're being shared. There's 1 and there's 2. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Now oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that's not enough. So oxygen needs to share a little bit more. All right, so oxygen's going to share another one. I'm going to erase here. And if oxygen shares 1, silicon shares 1. Okay, so oxygen shared 1, silicon shares 1. Now let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that oxygen's happy. So the same thing has to happen on the other side now. So you guys are going to get to watch me erase an electron here and here because these two are going to get shared in the middle. There we go. They are both sharing this electron. 1, 2. Now this oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's not enough. So that oxygen is going to have to share 1 more. I get to finally erase that mess. All right. And oxygen is going to share 1 more. Boom. Boom. So 1 is from oxygen and 1's from silicon. So now silicon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we were to draw this out, we'd say oxygen is double bonded to silicon. So that's a covalent bond. Let's do one more. I'm going to try to use a few more colors. All right, we have carbon plus 2 fluorine and a hydrogen. Whoo, man. It looks tough, but it's not. These are all non-metal. They're all non-metal. Since they're all non-metal, they are covalent. All right, so let's get started. We have a carbon in the middle. We're going to have 2 fluorines and a hydrogen. And you know what? This might not be complete, so I'm going to say there's 2 hydrogens here. So I can do 1 more. Boom. All right. Now we need to draw the circles. And as you can tell on the computer, this is messy. All right, I'm going to try and use some different colors here, right? So carbon has 4 valence electrons. Here are carbon's valence electrons. I hope everyone can see them at home. I can kind of see them. All right, let's draw hydrogen's valence electrons. Hydrogen has 1 valence electron, and this hydrogen has 1 valence electron. And then fluorine has 7 valence electrons. So that's 1, 2, 1. Let me see. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this fluorine has 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Everyone has the valence electrons drawn, but no one's happy because no one's sharing. So let's get hydrogen sharing first. So if hydrogen shares its 1 electron with carbon, carbon's going to share its electron. So we have hydrogens sharing their electron right here, and then carbon sharing its electron. Boom. All right, so the same thing has to happen again. Right now this hydrogen is happy. Let's get the other hydrogen happy. So this hydrogen is going to share its 1 electron, and if that hydrogen shares its electron, carbon's going to share an electron. Remember, if one atom shares something, the other is going to share it. So here's carbon sharing, and then here is hydrogen sharing. All right, both hydrogens are happy. Let's make the fluorines happy. Fluorine has 7. It doesn't have all the electrons that it wants. All right, so let's get it to share. So fluorine's going to share 1 of its electrons here, and carbon's going to share 1 of its electrons here. All right, so now let me draw them in the middle there. I'm sorry, this is a little tougher to do on the computer than it is on paper. So there's 1 of fluorine shared electrons, and then here's 1 of carbon shared electrons. So that gives fluorine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's happy. Let's make the last fluorine happy. So in order to do that, fluorine is going to share 1 of its electrons, and carbon's going to share 1 of its electrons. Remember, when one atom shares, the other one's going to share. It happens every time. So there's carbon shared electron, and here's fluorine shared electron. All right, so let's see if we got it. All right, fluorine here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hydrogen has 2, which is all it needs. This hydrogen has 2, which is all it needs. This fluorine has 8, and the carbon has 8. We're done. That's it. So if we wanted to draw this out, we would say here is carbon bonded to fluorine, and they're all single bonds. Okay, I hope this helped. If you guys need to see me, my office hours are Thursday after school. You can also come Friday morning after school or before school. I'll do either. I'll have office hours Thursday and I'll have office hours Friday. All right. Happy studying, everybody. Good luck. I know you can do well. If you have questions, please email me or see me in my office hours. Bye.